Last year's Pixel 2 was one of the best camera phones in the world, and now Google has launched the Pixel 3 with an even better camera. So how does the Pixel 3 fare against its main competition, the iPhone XS? Let's find out. Hey guys, I'm Akshay from Beebom.com and this is the Pixel 3 XL, and it comes once again with a single rear camera. I was really excited to check out the cameras on the Pixel 3 because not only does it carry forward the legacy of the Pixel 2's stellar cameras, but Google has once again opted to do with software what other phones need dual cameras for. So today we'll see how the Pixel 3's single rear camera fares against the dual cameras on the iPhone XS. But before we do that, a huge shout out to our sponsors for this video, Wix.com, which lets you create some stunning websites. Now then, let's get started. First, let's take a look at the specs. The Pixel 3 comes with a single 12-megapixel rear camera with OIS plus EIS and Google's HDR+. The iPhone XS comes with a dual 12-megapixel plus 12-megapixel rear camera with dual OIS and Smart HDR. Now let's take a look at the photos. Let's start off with some shots taken in good lighting conditions. Take a look at this photo here. Both these photos are really impressive at one glance, but if you zoom in, you'll see two things. One, the iPhone XS is clearly over-sharpening the image and that sucks. It just doesn't look natural. 2. The Pixel 3 actually has more detail. Plus the iPhone XS also oversaturates the colors while the Pixel 3 is more natural, so that's definitely nice. Now take a look at this photo. Once again you can see the iPhone XS is trying to pop out the colors more while the Pixel 3 keeps things very close to the real colors. Plus if you zoom in and look at the petals and the leaves, the Pixel 3 has a lot more detail than the iPhone XS photo. It's clearly a better shot. Now check out this photo. The Pixel 3 has come out with a natural looking photo, while the iPhone XS has tried to capture so much light that it failed to capture the actual color of the ground. It still looks okay, but come on, which one would you pick? It's obviously the Pixel 3. Plus if you zoom in, you can see the clear over-sharpening in the iPhone XS photo, which is just terrible. So yeah, it's pretty clear that in good lighting conditions, the Pixel 3 is a clear winner over the iPhone XS. It has more natural lighting, more details and doesn't oversaturate the colors. I mean, sure, slightly oversaturated colors might look better in some cases, but as far as accurate photography is concerned, the Pixel 3 is clearly the winner here and by quite a margin. It's really very impressive. So that was good lighting. Now let's take a look at some photos taken in low light situations. Starting off, check out this photo. It's a beautiful shot and both the phones seem to have done a good job with it. Let's zoom in. The Pixel 3 has much better detail than the iPhone XS and the lighting on the leaves is a lot better in the Pixel 3 photo as well. Plus if you look at the wooden part, you can see the over-processing in the iPhone XS photo and it just looks bad. I really like the Pixel 3 image here. Now take a look at this photo. I'm really proud of this pic. It looks stunning, doesn't it? Anyway, zooming in, we can see that the Pixel 3 photo simply has more detail than the iPhone XS shot. You can see it in the wires and even on the leaves above the lights. Also take a look at this tree on the left. Again, the Pixel 3 has way better detail and the iPhone XS, well, it's trying to over-sharpen it and it just looks bad. Here's another low light image and I really like this one as well. It's gorgeous. Anyway, both the phones have taken nice pictures, but even on first glance, the Pixel 3 image looks a lot more attractive. Plus if we zoom in, we can see that the Pixel 3 was able to capture the veins of the leaves as well, while the iPhone simply washed those details out. I mean, the iPhone photo is actually really nice as well, but the Pixel 3 just outperforms it. Overall, the Pixel 3's low light performance is miles ahead of the iPhone XS. Don't get me wrong, the iPhone XS has great low light performance, but the Pixel 3 is just really good. It captures more detail even in very low lighting, it has less noise and it doesn't overprocess images like the iPhone XS does. It's just a wonderful camera for low light. Plus the Pixel 3 will soon get the night sight feature as well, and if Google's presentation was any hint, it will knock the iPhone XS out of the park. But we'll have to wait and see once it rolls out later this year. Anyway, moving on to some portrait mode shots we took from the Pixel 3 and the iPhone XS. Take a look at this photo here. The difference here is just plain as day. The Pixel 3 photo just has a lot more detail than the iPhone XS photo, and yes, again, the colors are natural on the Pixel 3 shot. But let's take a closer look. The difference in detail is just huge. Look at what the iPhone XS has done to my neck. It's completely plain, while the Pixel 3 has captured the detail there really well. Yeah, the Pixel did screw up the edge detection around the tip of my nose, but the iPhone XS actually has so little in the way of details, it looks as if it didn't even focus on my hair at all, while the Pixel 3 is downright amazing. Here's another image, and once again the same story repeats itself. The Pixel 3 has captured a ton more detail than the iPhone XS. The details on my face, neck and even on my arms are just a lot more in the Pixel 3 image. But again, if we zoom in near my face, it's obvious that the iPhone XS has better edge detection. It's pretty clear that the Pixel 3 is way better than the iPhone XS in portrait mode as well. It captures a lot more detail, and I mean a lot. It has more natural colors and the photos just look a lot better. The only place where it lags behind the iPhone XS is in edge detection, and even then the difference isn't that huge. It's definitely a winner. Oh, now let's take a look at the front camera on the Pixel 3 and the iPhone XS. The Pixel 3 comes with two lenses on the front, an 8MP lens and another 8MP wide-angle lens for group selfies. The iPhone XS on the other hand comes with a 7MP true depth camera on the front. So here's a portrait selfie from the Pixel 3 and the iPhone XS, and while both these selfies are pretty nice, if we zoom in on my shirt we can see the Pixel 3 has a lot more detail than the iPhone XS. Let's pan over and well, just look at this. Beauty gate. The Pixel 3 has a lot more detail than the iPhone XS, and while you can argue it's because of some weird nerdy photography feature, the bottom line is, from what you can see in the end result, the Pixel 3 has more details than the iPhone XS. Let's check out another selfie. This is a clear example of the beauty gate. Just zoom in and the difference is clear. The iPhone XS has smoothened out my face while the Pixel 3 has captured a lot of detail here. Plus it has better colors and overall lighting. It's just a better camera by far. If we move to indoor lighting, the differences become even more pronounced. Take a look at this selfie. Without even zooming in, it's obvious that the Pixel has captured a better photo. If we zoom in, the difference is huge. Just look at the details and the sharpness of the photo. The iPhone XS photo looks absolutely terrible here. In low light, both the phones start screwing up, but the Pixel 3 is still better than the iPhone XS. In fact, it even managed to keep my hair in focus in this shot, while the iPhone XS messed it up. So yeah, even in selfies, the Pixel 3 is simply a lot better than the iPhone XS. It captures more detail, it keeps the lighting very close to natural, it doesn't do any beautification to the skin, and it just looks a lot better than the photos from the iPhone XS. At the end of the day, the Pixel 3's front camera is simply a lot better than the iPhone XS. Plus the Pixel 3 comes with a second wide-angle lens as well, for group shots and such. So instead of having to take a group selfie that turns out like this, you can take selfies that turn out like this, and they look pretty good as well. Take a look at some wide-angle selfies we took. Apart from that, the Pixel 3 has some cool camera features that aren't available on the iPhone XS, like Topshot that helps you take perfect photos, Photobooth which is great for some goofy pics, Playground for some nice AR fun with the Avengers and other characters. These look cool, right? Moving on, in terms of videos, the Pixel 3 still can't shoot 4K at 60fps, which is weird, but we shot a video in 4K at 30fps from the iPhone XS and the Pixel 3, so take a look. As you can see, the Pixel 3 is a huge improvement over the Pixel 2 in terms of video quality, which is basically the only place where it lagged behind the iPhone XS, and now the Pixel 3 and the iPhone XS are both very close to each other in terms of video quality. There's a lot of color, ample lighting, and things look very nice indeed. That said, the Pixel 3's EIS plus OIS stabilization is definitely better than the iPhone's OIS only stabilization. They're close, but the Pixel 3 definitely has the upper hand here. In 1080p as well, the Pixel 3 is shooting video that's on par with the iPhone XS, and the iPhone's video capabilities are really pretty awesome, so that's great. Once again, while both the Pixel 3 and the iPhone XS are close in terms of video quality, the stabilization is better on the Pixel 3. Again, Google's EIS plus OIS setup has proven itself better than the iPhone XS's dual OIS, and I'm not even surprised anymore. I mean, the Pixel 2 was one of the best in terms of video stabilization, and the Pixel 3 improves upon it even more. Let's also take a look at the video capabilities of the front cameras. So this is a video recorded from the front cameras of the iPhone XS and the Pixel 3. So the audio is also being recorded from these phones' mics, so let us know what it sounds like and which one you prefer in the comments down below, obviously. It's pretty obvious that the Pixel 3 is miles ahead of the iPhone XS when it comes to camera quality. I mean, there isn't a single scenario where the iPhone XS manages to beat the Pixel 3, and that's not surprising. Pixel series has always had great cameras, and the Pixel 3 is continuing that trend. It's actually quite funny if you think about it, because it certainly seems like the iPhone comes up every year to be the best camera phone for like 15 days. Then the Pixel comes to claim its throne and stays there for the next full year. I have to hand it to Google. The company is doing with one camera what no one else does, and it still has the best smartphone camera in the world. The Pixel 3 is definitely on that path, and unless the red hydrogen one comes out with something ridiculous, I'm pretty sure the Pixel 3 is going to be the best smartphone camera this year and the next. Now let's talk about our sponsor for this video. Wix.com is a tool that lets you build great websites easily. With Wix, it does not matter if you are creating your first website or if you are a professional website builder. I tried out Wix to build my website and I did a fairly good job in just a few minutes. With Wix, you can create a business website, a website for your online store, photography, music, events, blogs, basically just about anything. Plus, you get so many templates and advanced tools like Wix Videos, Wix Pro Gallery, Wix Bookings, etc. So what are you waiting for? Check out Wix from the link in the description below. Well, that was our comparison of the Pixel 3 camera and the iPhone XS, and personally, I'd say the Pixel 3 is the best by far. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments down below. Also, give this video a like and share it with your friends. Lastly, make sure you subscribe because we are working on the Pixel 3 review as well. Anyway, that's me signing off. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.